the DSS will not be able to break him as they desire, but he shall grow from strength to strength until you free him from that place. For you have done it before, you have done it many times before. You have taken your servants away from prison many times, and you can do this one again. Lord, we ask that you take our leader away from that dungeon so that he can continue this movement and lead us into Biafra. And we pray for all lovers of freedom all over the world, all Biafrans all over the world that are giving their all and putting their efforts to ensure that this movement see the light of day, to ensure that this movement continue until Biafra is restored. Lord, we pray for all our family units all over the world, that people shall remain focused and no one will be taken over by the enemy. No one will follow unnecessary ideologies and unnecessary distractions. Everyone shall be focused, and we shall put all our energies in one force, and Biafra shall be restored. Thank you, Father, thank you. In the name of Tamara Winginanawe, Chukokika Biama, Ogene Abasi. You see, Mopa. So today, we're talking about preparing yourself for this lockdown. How prepared are you? Are you prepared? If you're not prepared, you have to go to the market, get whatever you will need, get yourself ready for Monday, because on Monday will be lockdown. Get yourself ready, put your house together, put everyone together, and sit in your houses on Monday. Ensure you have enough food. If you do not, go to the market now, buy enough food that will take you from now to Monday, because on Sundays you may not be able to find all that you need, because most people do not go to the market on Sundays. But if you want to, you can still leave it and go tomorrow, and ensure that you stock your house with food. Ensure you stock your house with food. If you need generator, of course you can get fuel so that you can stay in your house, put on your generator, and just enjoy yourself, watch the TV, listen to Radio Biafra, get online and be active. Keep yourself busy for that day, but not outside your house. Stay within your house and keep yourself busy. It is very simple. You don't have to begin to disturb yourself, because this announcement came very much earlier, and by now it is expected that everyone that is in Biafra land is supposed to have prepared his or herself against on Monday. Everyone is supposed to have prepared themselves against Monday, so that on Monday you will not be hungry at home. It will not be a situation whereby you're looking for food and you will not find it. Okay, where you might need to say, okay, let me now go to the market now. This is the time you have to go to the markets, get whatever you need, and stay back at home. For those of you that are still debating and contesting whether you should go, whether or whether you should sit at home or whether you shouldn't, those of you that are still contesting whether you should sit at home or whether you should not sit at home, no, this is not the time for you to debate. Okay, this is not the time for you to debate, because I believe by now each and every one of us are supposed to have understood why we are doing this thing, the purpose of the purpose why we're doing this thing, because this is compulsory. It is very, very important, because our leader is in DSS detention, and we cannot allow the zoo to keep our leader in that state forever. We can't allow the zoo to keep our leader in that manner. So it is our duty for each and every one of us to come out, or rather to stay in our houses on that very day. It will not take anything from you. It is just one day sacrifice in a week. Out of the 6 days, you have 1 day to give to Mazi Tami and to Biafra. You know, there's nothing that you're doing for Mazi Tami that you're actually doing for Mazi Tami, because Mazi Tami, as it is right now, he is the face of Biafra. There's nothing you can do for him that you're doing for him. Anything you do for him, you are doing for Biafra. If you have $1 billion and you give it to Mazi Tami, you are giving to Biafra, because that's $1 billion will be put into the movement for the restoration of Biafra. The man is sold out. If you sacrifice yourself to ensure that Mazi Tami live 1 more day, you have sacrificed yourself to see that Mazi Tami follow up this movement for Biafra 1 more day. That is how important that personality is. He is right now the face of Biafra. So for some of you that think that maybe one way or the other, whenever or whatever you want to do now, that you're doing for a human being or you're doing for one person, no, you're doing for yourself. Because if you are a Biafran, then you are doing it for yourself and for your generation. If the South Africans had not kept fighting to ensure that Mandela was released, they wouldn't have gotten their freedom. Mandela was in prison for 27 years, and for the 27 years and before 27 years, South Africans have been fighting, indigenous South Africans, of course, black South Africans. They kept on fighting and fighting and fighting until Mandela was released. They didn't stop. For 27 years, they didn't stop. Many of them were killed. They were carrying stones. The white people in South Africa that were ruling over them and oppressing them, like the Fulani is doing to us now, were carrying guns. And they were shooting at them with live bullets. These people didn't give up. They were dying, they didn't give up. They didn't relax. They didn't forget. For 27 years, our struggle have not even reached 10 years. And you see some people coming to yap and coming to talk rubbish. I mean, this struggle was there before Mandela got into prison. You know, Mandela had been fighting this thing, he had been leading his people, he had been fighting until it became tough. He had to leave South Africa. You know, for every freedom fighter, a time will come where you may have to leave where you are when things get tough. If you actually want to finish that work that you're doing. People like Ensariwa, they didn't finish the work. Ogoniland is still a mess. Because when the enemy came after them, they did not run. When the movements have not gotten enough momentum, he didn't run and he was killed and nothing happened. Mandela ran. The time came, he got tired, he went back, he was arrested and put in prison for 27 years. He was a young man when this started. When he came out, he was an old man. And today, South Africans have their freedom, or freedom to an extent. Today, South Africans have their freedom, and what are they doing with it? Killing fellow blacks as a result of it, because they cannot use their brains to think and manage their freedom. You know, it is one thing to have freedom, it is another thing to manage it. You have your freedom because you're a free country, and your country is you're trying to put things in place, or things were already in place before you even got your freedom. Other Africans are going to your country and trying to get a job, or one thing or the other. What you decided to do is to begin to kill them. You decided to start killing them because you cannot manage your freedom and be at the top of your game. You're crying that your people are not getting the jobs. Are you creating the jobs? Are you putting laws that will ensure that your people get the jobs? Those are very simple things. Put laws in place to ensure that your own people get the jobs. Or before a foreigner gets a job, a particular percentage of your people or that company must have been able, that company or that organization must have employed this particular percentage of your people. Those are laws that the government can put instead of to encourage their citizens to be killing other people. So that's by the way. So we saw videos of how some of our people were killed because Nigerian army decided to open the door for Fulani to come in and kill our people. For Fulani to come in and kill our people. And the world is watching. Our leader is in DSS detention. Army is busy attacking ESN that is defending our land. Army, the Nigerian army, what they are doing is to attack ESN that is defending our land and opening our land up for the terrorist headsmen to attack. And the world is quiet. Britain is quiet. The United States of America is quiet. Everywhere they are all quiet. Fulani government of Nigeria are using the Nigerian army to attack our people, to attack our land, and kill people. And those that are trying to defend our land from Fulani headsmen, the army is busy attacking them. The question now is the army supposed to be attacking headsmen, or the army is supposed to be attacking ESN? Is ESN or are ESN killing quote unquote Nigerians? I thought they said that we are Nigerians and they are protecting the citizens, or the army is supposed to be protecting the citizens, or the police is supposed to be protecting the citizens, but rather they are busy attacking ESN. When they attack ESN, they now open the road for Fulani herdsmen to attack civilians and kill civilians. When ESN was there, Fulani herdsmen did not kill civilians. And what were they saying? What were the herdsmen saying? That Mazi Tami Kanu should stop the agitation for the restoration of Biafra, or else they are going to return and kill more people. I want to talk to people in all those communities. You don't need to stay and wait for people to come and kill you. These people are human beings. They have blood flowing in their veins. If there is no ESN, then you must defend yourself. If ESN is not there at that particular time, before ESN comes and there is Fulani headsmen in your land, in your community, defend yourselves. The Fulani headsmen cannot know your community the way you do. They cannot know your forest like you do. This is your forest. You don't need to wait for a massive force of ESN to come and defend your land. Come on. There are young men there. Defend your land. Stand by your land and stand by your people and defend your land. Our leader have said it. Every community should have vigilante. What are the vigilante doing? The vigilante should be able to combat Fulani headsmen. Fulani headsmen, they are not army. They are not soldiers. So, provided they can shoot, you can shoot. You can defend yourself. You can defeat them. This is your land. Waiting and seeing all these stories of how people are being killed is rubbish. And they are threatening to come back. If they come back, let them meet a brute force. You don't need to have one camp. Your community is your camp. If they come, you attack them. This is your community. And in your community, if you see that there are people helping them, giving them headway, go after those people too. Because they cannot be killing you like chickens. They cannot. You can't allow them to be killing you that way. If the army, because what the army is doing is to keep ESN busy, so that ESN will not be able to defend you. If army is keeping ESN busy, then you have to fight for yourself. Defend yourself. This is your community. This is your life. Self-defense is not a crime. You cannot just give yourself to die by the bullets of these janjaweeds. No. You can't do that. You cannot do that. What we want to see is, what all this kind of stories we want to be hearing is that while the army is keeping ESN busy by fighting them, the Fulani came and the community boys rose up and chased them away from their land. Prepare yourselves. If these herdsmen say that they are going to come back, prepare yourselves to defend your land. Prepare yourself to defend your land. You have to prepare yourself. Die standing. Die like a man if you must die. Let them die with you. Not a situation whereby they just, because these Fulanis, they are cowards. Fulanis are cowards. What they do, they try to make the fight very easy in such a way that you will not be able to fight. They put up strategies to ensure that you will not be able to fight. They use everything available. They use your saboteurs. They use the Nigerian army. They use the Nigerian police. And before you know it, when the youth start defending themselves against Fulani herdsmen, Nigerian police or army will get there and begin to arrest people and say that they are unknown gunmen or they are ASN or whatever. They'll say that they are unknown gunmen. Say that they are IPOB. But the truth, the fact is, you must defend yourself. You cannot allow this trend of news to continue. I don't enjoy hearing this kind of news. Defend yourself. Do whatever you can do. Whatever you can do to keep your head on your shoulders. And those that came to your land to take your heads, take their heads along with them. Let them go back and tell their masters that they did not find it easy. Nonsense. You know, because of the works that we are doing, IBB is beginning to speak. IBB that has been quiet for long. I didn't even know that the man is still strong enough that he can even talk safe. I thought he's even bedridden. IBB said that the zoo needs a president that has traveled all over, that has traveled all over the zoo, and he's familiar with almost every ethnic nationality and all blah 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 blah. First of all, the man is acknowledging that we are not one. So he's saying that the zoo needs a president that that has mingled with everybody and know how, because you cannot be in a part of Nigeria, the zoo, and you will say, or you cannot come from a particular place and that is where you grew up, and you will claim to know anything about these other people or how they reason or how they are, except you are somebody that actually study people, and actually you have moved and you've studied some people and you've gotten to know how they behave, or else it is impossible, because you do not know these people. As a Biafran, we do not know these Fulanis. They are alien to us. We don't know them. Their lifestyle, their ideology, the way they reason, everything about them is different from us. There is nothing that brings us together, nothing whatsoever, nothing of humanity that brings us together except the color of our skin. Even the way we look are different. We look different from them. We are not the same people. We have never been. We are not the same people, and we have never been the same people. And it is because we are not the same people, that is the reason they joined us together, so that we will crash. You know, The zoo was designed to crash from the very beginning. Britain never designed the zoo to work. The zoo called Nigeria was designed to crash. At every point in time, it was designed to crash. Because just as oil and water cannot mix, that is how the North and the South cannot mix. And the reason the North and the South cannot mix is because of Fulani. Because we are mingling and finding it easy to flow with those in the Middle Belt, whose culture is not so far from the Hausa people, whose culture and ideology are not so far from the Hausa people. If not for Fulani, maybe the zoo would have worked, because we're all Africans and would have been able to find our way around ourselves. Just as Europeans are finding their way around themselves and understanding themselves. But with Fulani, it can never work. Fulanis are not in their ancestral land. They are occupying some other people's lands. And that is all they know about this place where they are. Occupy, kill, destroy, dominate. If you cannot dominate, kill until you can dominate. And anybody that challenges you, even after you have dominated, you kill. That is the Fulani ideology. How can you find a way to live with these people? It is impossible. The politicians know that they cannot mix up with the Fulani. They know, they are not ignorant of it. They are fully aware of it. They know they cannot mix up. But they are doing what they are doing because of money. The same IPP went about saying that Nigerians don't want the country to split, and so the agitations for Biafra and Odua will fail because Nigerians are in Northeast doing business, everybody is doing business together. IPP Ibrahim Badamosi Babangida, you said that Igbos are in Northeast, Yorubas are in Northeast. Igbos are in South Africa. Yorubas are in South Africa as well. When they are there, because they are in a foreign land, they are mixing up, they are doing things. Igbos are in Russia, Yorubas are in Russia. We are everywhere. Ijos are there. Urubu people are there. We are all over the world because this world is for humanity. And when you leave your locality, you can go to anywhere and live, provided you live according to how the people want it. That same North that you're talking about, that yes, we Igbos are in the North, Yorubas are there, blah 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 blah. That same North you're talking about, how many times have they killed us in the North? All because of slight misunderstanding. Because of one in the North, if one Igbo man mistakenly tear a Quran, that becomes the offense of all Igbo people in the North. Fulani will organize Hausa people to begin to kill Igbo people, that they have desecrated the Quran. Every Igbo man, every Biafran, because in the North there is nothing like Izo, there is nothing like Ipipu, there is nothing like Bini. We are all Nyamri. Every Nyamri will be killed, and people will be running helter skelter. This is not this thing didn't just start today. They have been there. These are things that we have been enduring, and we can no longer endure it. We cannot live together. Can't you get it? It cannot work. It will never work. All you want is power over us. How can such a relationship work? It can never work. Never, ever, it cannot work. The Kanu state governor also said that Nigeria's unity should not be debated. Why? Because Fulani wants power over everything. That is why Nigeria's unity should not be debated. That is just the reason. Fulani wants power over you, over your land, over your resources. Well, they already have the resources, they already have the land. Now they need your heads, so that you can no longer make demands and say, yes, you're not feeding our people, when there is nobody to feed anymore. How are you going to make such demands? Fulani wants to control everything. These people are demonic. This man is saying that they should not debate it because a particular time in the house, somebody rose it up. One Ikwere man in the house, he brought it up. So that they should debate it. They should debate this false unity. They should debate the split. Do we really want to be together? Should we be together? Nobody wants to talk about it. Why? Why won't you talk about it? Why are you stopping people from? Why did you say that people shouldn't talk about it? Look at his flimsy reason. His flimsy reason is that the so-called founding fathers, they didn't demand for independence of their ethnic groups. So if the so-called founding fathers in the 50s, that's about 60 years plus ago, the decision that they made 50 years ago should be binding on me today? Are you mad? Are you insane? Decisions that people made 60 years ago. Now, I don't want to talk about how things happened. I don't want to talk about even Awolowo that actually said that this union cannot work. I don't want to go there. I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about his own northern politicians or whether leaders. The first prime minister of the zoo, Tafawa Balewa, how he said in 1945 that they cannot mix up with the South. I don't even want to talk about that. Let me assume that the lie that he's saying here is actually true, that is actually correct. So you mean I should not take my own decision, or this generation do not have right to take decision because those people in the 50s decided that all of us should be in Nigeria? You see how these Aboki they think. They don't have brain. They don't have brain at all. Inside their head is sawdust. Is empty. They don't have brain. There is nothing inside their heads. So you think with this nonsense that you said here, you are going to convince Biafrans? The only people that will accept you are people that are collecting money from you, because the people know the truth. We all know the truth. We all know that you're all liars. We know what you want. What you want is total control. Total control. Ownership. That is what you want. Nothing else. That is what you want. ownership, total control. And you will not be able to have it. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. So every Monday we shall lock down Biafra land, and as we progress, the DS will give us further information to let us know what we shall be doing if after we have locked down Biafra land for a while on Mondays and these people are still keeping our leader, then more will follow. More activities will follow. And the DS will let us understand what more activities that needs to follow. We are here. Our work is to follow this movement, the leadership of this movement, and do what we are supposed to do. They will tell us. They will tell us what next to do until the zoo gets to their knees. We shall continue to do these things until the zoo gets to their knees. Until the investments and the interest of Britain and the United States and all other people that have investments in our land, until their investments are touched. I keep saying that. Until their investments are touched, these people will not take this movement serious. Until their interest is touched, these people will not take this movement serious. Until their investments are touched. And anybody, whoever you are, wherever you are, that you are challenging, we fighting and trying to destroy the economy of the zoo, you are an enemy. You are an enemy to this movement. Because the only way the zoo will listen to us, it is when the economy goes to zero. I repeat, the only way the zoo will listen to what we are saying and to whatever we are doing, it is when the economy of the zoo goes to zero. Anybody, whoever you are, whatever status you have, whether within IPOB or outside IPOB, that is trying to fight against crumbling the economy of the zoo, you are an enemy. Because it doesn't matter how many police or army that the unknown government kill. Of course, the unknown government, they are trying, at least they are trying to express themselves, their grievances and all that. But if they like, let them kill all the police, all the army, those people will be replaced. Those people will be replaced. We value our lives. We value the lives of our people. The zoo, on the other hand, the Fulani do not value the lives of the people that you kill. The Fulani do not value the lives of the police. They may talk about it, they may complain about it, because when they want to send the police will be afraid. That one is there. But they don't value the lives of the police, because that life of the police to them is just money. Provided that money keeps flowing, they will replace that man. And because of the rate of poverty in the zoo, there will always be somebody to replace him, including Biafrans. Right now, what these people have done, they have replaced most of the 7 police and army on our land with our brothers. So when you are going after police, you are going after army, you are killing your own. That is what they are doing. They are replacing them with indigenous people, with Biafrans that are in the army, that are in the police. Of course, we have told our people to leave the army, to leave the Nigerian police. But there is hunger. Many of them are afraid. If I come out of this thing, what am I going to eat? And there are some of them that are foolish, that don't believe. Whether your people are foolish, whether they are not, to them they are doing their work. At the end of the day, we'll be killing ourselves. That is what they are doing now. Their bosses will, the boss of course will be Fulani, but he will be inside the barrack. He will not come out. The ones you will see on the streets to kill are your brothers, are fellow Biafrans. Those are the people that they are going to send for you to kill. So the unknown government, they are doing well, yes. They are trying, yes, but their work will not bring the zoo to their knees. This lockdown that we want to do is the beginning of lockdown of economy in Biafra land. It is the beginning. This lockdown I want to do every Mondays is just the beginning. It is the beginning of lockdown. This lockdown I want to do is the beginning of lockdown of zoo economy. So what you are doing, or what you'll be doing on Monday by sitting at home, will be more effective than all the things that unknown government have been doing over time. That is how powerful what you'll be doing on Monday is. For some of you that still think that it's a joke. When you stay in your house and everywhere is locked down that Monday, what you are doing is more powerful than all the policemen and the army of officers that unknown government have already killed. You know, freedom fighting is wisdom. Is done with wisdom. It's not about inflicting physical pain on people. It's not about taking lives. It's not about war. As some people would desire that, oh, let us go to war. What are we waiting for? Let us fight. Let us kill them. It's not all about killing them. It's not all about war. It's not all about taking lives. Freedom fighting is wisdom. You have to see what you will do that will pain the enemy more. There are some people that life is more important to them than money. If you attack money, you may not be able to get as much attention as you attack life. But in the zoo, the reverse is the case. You must attack money. What brings the zoo together? In fact, the thread that holds the zoo is money. And that money is in Biafra land. The thread that holds the zoo together is money. Ego in Igbo. Okubo in Izo. Iwa in Ikwere. Money. That money. That is the only thing that keeps the zoo together. What do they use to buy saboteurs? Money. All those saboteurs that you see come to social media, they are all paid. They are all being paid. Money. If they don't pay them, they will go to sleep. They will keep quiet. It is money. All the army men that you see carry AK-47 and be looking for people to kill, it is because of money. They are paying them every month. Money. And when they send them to Biafra land like this, they don't owe them salaries, because they want them to work in their full measure. Money. Why is it that Fulani headsmen and the bandits, they kidnap people and ask for money? Because they need this money to continue what they are doing. Money is the key. Money. Okubo. If you can stop that flow money, then you have won. Our attention should be on stopping the flow of money. Whatever gives them money should be our interest. Whatever strategy to ensure that the economy of the zoo crumbles should be our interest. Why is it that Britain, US, France, Germany, all of them are not talking about what is happening here? It is money. Most of them are benefiting from this system. Money. So if you just stay and say, of what use is that? Let us fight. If you want to fight, fight their investments on our land. If you want to fight, let it be that what they are protecting is their investment and you are going after it. If you destroy 1 million police stations, they will build 1 million police stations provided the money is still flowing. Provided businesses are going on every day and people are paying their taxes, those police stations will be built back. Policemen will be replaced and it will be as if nothing happened. The news will only carry it. It will be felt for some days. That police station will be replaced by other people. The only people that will suffer is the family of the policemen that were killed, and the zoo will not remember them. But when you attack money, the whole zoo, the people at the helm of it. In fact, there's a way you attack money, they will not be able to pay the the max wearer anymore. He will run away, and there will be no Buhari anymore. That should be your focus. Whenever you hear anything, any directive from the leadership of IPOB, the Directorate of States, for now, until our leader returns, any directive that you hear from the Directorate of States concerning squeezing the economy of the zoo, it should get you happy. You should be happy. You should rejoice, because that is the cocoa. That is where, in fact, that is the blood of the zoo. That is the heart of the zoo. Everything is money. The inspiration of the unity of the zoo is money gotten from Biafra land. Primarily, money gotten from Biafra land. So once you can shut Biafra land down in total, from the coast to the hinterland, if you can shut Biafra land down, then the zoo will beg. If you can stop all their investments, then the zoo will beg. If you can stop them and they cannot stop you from stopping them, then the zoo will beg. Every idea must go in this line, or else we are wasting our time. Every idea must be invested in stopping the zoo economy, frustrating the zoo economy. We are the people. We are the ones on ground. We know all the investments. We know all the investments of Britain, of France, of the United States, and the rest of them. We know all their investments. So you that are the people that are on ground, if you go after these investments, they will not be able to stop you. If you go after them and they kill you when you're trying, then you know that you are actually making a good effort. I'm not saying that I'm not condemning the activities of unknown gunmen. That is what they can do to express themselves. It is their own thing. But if you're unknown gunmen and everything, and you think that you want to frustrate this system for the movement of Biafra, if you're truly sincere and you are actually doing this for the movement of Biafra, then you have to go after investment of the zoo. What are you going to do that will affect the economy? What are you going to attack that will affect the economy? That should be the focus. If policemen and everything are standing in front of you and you kill them, that kind of killing is worth it. Yes, I know at the roadblocks they have been committing so much evil and all that. So yes, there's a time to attack them on that. No problem, you're attacking them, that is your thing. But where your efforts will really be celebrated, or where it will go a much longer way, those people that you see on your streets, they'll be withdrawn from the streets without you attacking them. Because it is not fear. It is not fear of death, of the police dying or the army dying, that will stop the army from coming to our land or stop the police from coming to our land. It is when they are no longer being paid. You know, we are not being paid. Whatever we are doing, it is sacrifice, because we want to be free. This is not a job. Everything we do for IPOB is not a job. What we are doing is sacrifice. And all our ESN, all the
I trust my God. Ipob, we are the freedom fighters. Ipob, white and white. Ipob, white and snow. Yezoku bawala soloku is pure. Open some bila soloku buteluku. Can they kill us because we're
the saboteurs will go and sleep. So we have no need to tackle saboteurs anymore. They will go and sleep. After now, we'll be opening the lines, but before we do that, we'll go in for this short break.
Trust my God. Ipob, we are the freedom fighters. Ipob, white and white. Ipob, white and snow. Yezoku bawala soloku is pure. Open some bila soloku buteluku. Can they kill us because we are agitating for our freedom? Then just they kill us because we are agitating for our freedom. Ipob. States is over. It's over. Omochikoki Kabiama, United States is over. Namudika na one leader, United States is over. It's over. Our leader, I must follow you to the end. A good leader us with you the example. Kelly shooty for our life is over. First in a raping now we went is over. It's over. Either Biafra or else this life is over. That's what we say. Either freedom or else this life is over. It's over. Land of the rising sun. Rise up against our enemies. Oluwa bombo Babado, we have been here too much. Ancient of the ancient Elohim, we have been here too much. Because if you see that blood with that clip our land, it's irritated to my heart. Baba got to see that children blood with that kilo. Know they happy for the cheat. British government you, when they see, when they keep quiet. American government you, when they see, when they keep quiet. United Nations no, when they see them, when they keep quiet. Okoko governors for our land, when they keep quiet. Allah mind you, kill and brothers, we keep it quiet, papa. We yet Allah, masakala we keep it quiet, papa. Follow me husband, first rape and woman, we keep it quiet, passport. Janja with it, come destroy our fun, we keep it quiet, passport. Chai, oh yeah, Maru, Chechikuna. That's what we say. Ipob, we are the freedom fighters. Ipob, we are the freedom fighters. Ipob, white and then white. Ipob, white and then snow. Yezoku bawala soloku is pure. Okusame bila soloku buteloku. And the fear time. Them can they kill us because we are agitating for our freedom. Then just they kill us because we are agitating for our freedom. Ipob, United States is over. Omochikoki Kabiama, United States is over. Namudika na one leader, United States is over. Our leader, I must follow you to the end. A good leader, lead us with you the example. Kelly shooty for our land is over. First in a raping now we went is over. Abomination. Either Biafra or else this life is over. That's what we say. Either freedom or else this life is over. Ike sinelo, Ike chukwoki Kabiama bia. God of the rising sun, ancient of the ancient Lord. British government, no. Buhari government, Lord. Obiagonu nanjere. First in a raping our women, Obiagonu nanjere. Kill our people, Obiagonu nanjere. United Nations, no, we say no. Killing the leaders of tomorrow, Obiagonu nanjere. No, British government, yeah. Just the killers, oh no, Buhari government, yeah. Just the killers, oh no, Nigerian government, yeah. Sassy the killers, oh no, so we dey protest, yeah. Soldier the killers, oh no.
5962 +45 7164 5962. That's the line to call. You can call us right now on Signal. If you're calling for the first time, be rest assured that we'll be here to accept your call first. We'll have to to accept you. Then after accepting you, then you can call again. I can see somebody that is calling for the first time. I've already tried to call earlier on while the broadcast was still on. I've accepted you, and if you call now, you should be able to get us on air. Okay. Hello, good morning and welcome to Radio Biafra Voice of the Coast. Your name and where you calling from?
You from here.
Can you speak louder?
From Russia. My name is NNAMDI'S. He's calling from Russia. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear now. The world is listening.
I greet my leader. My leader, number one in the whole world. We pray that Almighty God will help us so that He will come out on time and continue His good work. Your analysis this morning is very fantastic and very nice. When I am in the north, I have lived in the north. I live in V.O.C. and I also live in Kwara State, in Lorraine, for that matter. You know what used to what these Fulani people is normally do is this: when they kill someone in America, or when American forces kill someone, kill maybe one or terrorist, they will use it to attack Christians, Biafrans. They don't even know the difference between Ijo or Yoruba or this and that. They will just be killing all these Satanas. You understand? Killing people rampant. That's what they normally do. They will shout in the mosque. They will disturb people in the mosque. But when a preacher goes to the streets or a church, cry to the church, they will cause a problem and start from there killing people. And they will be killing people. They will be burning American flag. All these things. We are not one, as we said. We are not one at all, at all. You understand? And this thing that you are saying that, you know, everything is time. Look at how they went at Enugu and keep people. What I want to tell Enugu youth is this: they should not keep on waiting for ESN. In our place, we have youth. They do youth meeting. They do all this youth something. They do youth campaign. Why can't all these guys organize themselves before ESN can come? Will you be waiting for ESN every day while you people are in courtesan? Most of you are in courtesan, clean yourselves.
Exactly.
But Fulani are rampaging your town, doing manner of all things. You can't challenge them with that gun that you used to kill yourself in that useless courtesan that you are. You have different names, you have different courtesan in Enugu. Why can't you use that gun and challenge Fulani instead of using the gun and killing yourselves? Every day you people will be crying like you don't have youth. When the army and soldier did not allow ESN to operate the way they're supposed to operate and defend people, then youth should rise up and challenge these people. They don't have two heads, they don't have four hands.
They bleed as well.
What you people after is killing yourself with all this nonsense courtesan. When you people start the election now, you people rise up, killing yourself. Naming yourself is different type of now. Why can't you defend yourself? Form a youth and defend yourself. Defend yourself. You have many youth there. You have gallant men over there in Enugu State. Stop all this nonsense. You people are Igbos. You are not cowards. You people should act like a man. Stop complaining. Every day you be calling, they are cleaners, they are doing this, they are doing that. Stop this nonsense. You people should stop all this thing, please. Thank you, my brother. Thank you, and keep the good work that you are doing. Thank you very much.
Thank you, my brother. God bless you. The lines are open, and our brother has just reiterated what I said. You must rise up. You cannot wait for these people. You cannot wait for ESN, because whenever the army here of ESN, they want to go and face them. and let the army be busy with ESN. But you must protect your land. If the army say they want to, that it is ESN that is their problem, you must protect yourself. Fulani, anytime Fulani come, you follow them up in the same way they came after you. Kill all of them. Hello. Good morning and welcome to the Biafra Voice of the Coast. Your name and where you from?
Mazi Tami Remy, good morning from Warsaw, Poland. Shabbat Shalom and Shabbat Shalom to Biafrans all over the world. Our leader, the most Mazi NNAMDI'S, Kanu, the members of the Shubutozania, all fanaticals, men of all radicals all over the world. My tumble for all of you. Mazi, but Monday say 2 days to go. We are waiting for the next day. Monday is 9th and today is 7th. We have 2 days to the D-Day. We continue to remind our people why it's important they should stay at home. Yeah, Mazi, on your analysis this morning, you spoke something about South Africa. And Mazi, the truth remains the same. That Mazi NNAMDI'S and the Biafra, they are the hope of Africa. I know you have that music. No Biafra, no Mazi NNAMDI'S, no Africa.
Simple.
Why am I saying this? Dr. Mandela spent 7 years. He entered as a young man, came out as an old man. But all those things he fought for, what is happening today? The South Africa, because they already made, they never knew the value. And they started killing their own brothers, their own fellow black men. And that's why I indicated that the problem of black men is we are our own problem. They did not only kill their own fellow black who came to their country to take shelter, they equally killed, if you could remember, Lucky Dube. He's an African legend, he's a world legend. They killed him. Are you telling me that those boys that killed Lucky Dube, they don't know him as big as he was in the whole world and his own country? So this is where the Africans wrote. And Mazi, another thing that's playing out right now, I speak with you, in Enugu State. I don't know what is happening. Enugu and Ebonyi, these are the bandits of Biafra land. And they are living close to Benue and they're living close to these Fulanis. But still, if I will go and continue to bring them, and what I wish somebody could call, like anybody can call from Enugu this morning, and give us that report. The Okadas there, the Keke riders are becoming a very big problem to what we are doing in Enugu. This is what I do, and you don't know how people are being killed in Yamufu, how our people are being killed there, with pregnant mothers being cut open, foot of blood and brought and cut. And I begin to ask myself, what is happening to our people? What kind of mentality is our people? When somebody is fighting to give you life, the DOS, so people have been shouting. Now they have come up with a nice and reliable solution. Simply obey. They are collecting peanuts. I don't know how much they are giving them that will sustain them for 4 years. For you to come out and kill yourself, unless you forget, as you are coming out, all these people are very diabolical and spiritually. You don't know why they give you that 5,000 or 1,000, whatever it might be, and they come out, they kill you, they use their blood. You remember, all of them are the cutter, all of them that sweat their hands. Just like the idiots in Imo State, continue to attack Imo State, continue to terrorize Imo State, especially all the province. We continue to arrest and abduct people in Oboro, Amifeke, and right now, Omotanze and Omuma. Because a couple was beheaded, or what do you call it, UGM visited. But Mazi, they forgot one thing. We have to let people know. UGM is doing their work now, not IPOB, because Biafra Haram is coming up. Let them use their tongue and count their teeth. If only UGM, the Biafra land is like this, what an if when the Biafra Haram, which is hanging, drops on the ground, what do you think will happen, Mazi?
I wonder.
That's what we are telling them. That's what we are telling them. And it's equally planning to attack Omaka. You need the 1,000, you can hear that, 1,000 youths between the ages of 16 and 18. So he can terrorize them, he can torture them, probably he might extract some useless information. What kind of information are you seeking for to attack people? Or our leader told you, he doesn't know UGM, and we don't know UGM. These are heavenly angels sent by Chukwuka Abiyama because of the atrocities that have been committed in Biafra land to clean that land. And he wants to eliminate and Islamize us. Even doing the same thing. Omar is there, doing his own, selling everything in a day. Giving contact to one of his men. Mazi, the way they are trying to subject, if Mazi NNAMDI'S did not come by now, maybe by now that they answer Adamu or Siroma. Anybody answer his own. By now, I can also another way in Alibo. Yes, because in as much as IPOB and Mazi NNAMDI'S is there, the ESN is there, the volunteers are there fighting day and night, defending us, and things are still going like this. What if NNAMDI'S did not come? What do you think would have happened to this our arrest? People who are marked for complete and total extermination, and everybody see how they're eliminating us. Like I saw one film, I was live yesterday with Isaiah Yoba. Mazi, 3 or 4, 5 years ago, it said that in less than 70 years, this our language will go extinct. And these are people fighting to make sure that we go extinct. But by grace of Elohim, we will receive it. Mazi, simplest language, let our people do the needful. Hunger does not kill anybody. After 40 days, if you give 1 day in a week, it's as good as nothing.
Exactly.
Please do that. But if you want to die, if you assign yourself to die, you go and commit that suicide. Come out on Monday. We have only 2 days to go. Maz, I leave it here. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, Foreign. God bless you. Okay. I can see some of us have been trying to call. The lines are open. You can call in, and if you call in once and somebody is on air, you just keep calling so that when the person drops, your call will be able to go through. That is how it is done. You don't stop. You don't call 3 times, 5 times, 10 times, and somebody's on air, then you stop. You just keep calling. Okay? Hello, good morning, and welcome to Radio Biafra Voice of the Coast. Your name and where you calling from?
Thank you very much, Mazi Tami Remy, and good morning from here. My name is Desmond, and I'm calling you from Italy, Mazi. Am I coming out well?
You're coming out very, very clearly.
Thank you. Shabbat Shalom, Mazi, and to be with you. Greetings to Biafrans, IPOB family worldwide, and our leader, Mazi NNAMDI'S, Kanu, Excellency, we have an opportunity to strengthen and be with you. We shall all go through, and at the end, victory will be ours by the grace of Chukwuka. See, Mazi, I want to thank you for your work this morning. You've done a lot of analysis, which is very, very wonderful, and also very important, because it is good that when people talk, we respond, just like the way you've responded to the rubbish that was said by the idiot called Babangida, and also the other animal called Ganduchi. You know these people that Babangida, his wife was the product of, he kidnapped the woman during the war, By our when you say we don't have anything in common with these people, don't understand it. By our tradition, do you know all the children that Babangida gave birth to, they are not his children by our tradition, because he kidnapped the wife, the legally judicious wife of another man, and he took her to his place and he raped her. You know, when they rape too much, and I get used to it, then he starts giving her, getting her pregnant, and she starts born children for him. Is that not true? Am I lying?
No, you're not. That is exactly what happened.
No, it's true. He never came to Miriam. They call Miriam. Her name is Sidi. He never came to her family to do anything after he kidnapped her during the war. because he can't do it because she was another man's wife. So by tradition, all the children Babangida gave back to from Miriam, the so-called Miriam is her name. Her Biafra name is Ndidi. All her children is for the Biafra man by tradition. You know whom he kidnapped her from by our own tradition. So we don't have anything in common with these people. We have nothing. These are not human beings. And they want to play that will be stealing dollar. You saw it went bad that the whole world saw the idiot stealing dollar, putting in his pocket. And he was not arrested. Nobody even questioned him. So that is why they are talking this nonsense. You know, all these people, I don't know, they just come out to talk. I don't know, these people have to sleep on a day. So anyway, but that is for them. They can hear what they like, but our own is that we are going, no matter from what way. And what I'm telling our people is that, like you rightly say, our people in the world don't understand. How can you be in your community? Some people will all the way from Kutajalon, they will come to kill you. We have said this thing on this platform several times. Form a vigilante. Try to guide your community, even though before help will come, external help will come from PSN. Form a vigilante and have the necessary contact. And when these idiots come to kill your people, you first of all start defense. In medical line, it is called first aid. You protect your people first before you now get external help. You know, I don't know, how can you be in your community? People anyway, I will serve with us and the work of some of these stupid, most of our stupid and idiotic youths. This is what is causing all this thing. Because when we talk about the serve with us we have in the governors and their life, we also have some youths. Like the last caller, our brother said that most of the riders and all those people. I don't know what is wrong with these people. Anyway, on Monday we sit at home across Biafra land. So anybody that come out, anything you see, you take, because we have sensitized our people on the need and the reason for this. Our leader cannot be in DSS, the dungeon, solitary confinement, and we'll be here talking nonsense and people will be going about as if it can't happen again. So every Monday, starting from the next 2 days, which is 9th of August, is sit at home across Biafra land. And I also want to appeal to our people in diaspora to please support ESN. We have to keep funding, we have to keep equipping ESN. It's very, very important. You can see what is happening in our land. We must secure our farmlands for our mothers, for our women to be able to go. So for Biafrans in Italy, please, these numbers are for IPOB national body, signed by IPOB national coordinator in Italy. Please do call any of the number to join hands with us to support ESN. It's very, very important. The numbers are +39 35100 46055. I repeat, +39 35100 46055. This number is for IPOB national coordinator in Italy. The second one is +39 3512 551274. I repeat, +39 3512 551274. This number is for IPOB national PRO in Italy. Please, any of the number you call will be directed on how to support ESN. For Biafrans in Italy, please, and friends of Biafrans and our well-wishers and other people who wants to see us succeed as a people, as a race, please do call the number to support us. And also, there will be an ESN fundraising in Italy at Sandona, Italy. Please, you can also call the number that I just gave out for direction. This one is not Zoom, it's a physical fundraising. So, I mean, I cannot give the information on air. You can call those numbers if you are a Biafran or you want to support us and you are in Sandona in Italy. Please call any of the number and you'll be directed appropriately. I think it's going to be on Sunday or thereabout, which is tomorrow. You just call the number and you'll be directed appropriately how to be part of it. Thank you very much, Mazi, and God bless you from here. Biafra land will be shut down on Monday. Everybody is going to come out, and at the end of this race, we shall all be victorious and rejoice in the glory of Chukwuka Abiyama. Thank you, and God bless you, my brother.
Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much for your wonderful call. The lines are open, and those that have been calling, you can call now and air your views. You see, this news of death here, Fulani headsmen. In fact, if sometimes if I hear it's been a while I heard that Fulani herdsmen kill people in Biafra land, and hearing it come from Enugu is wrong. For instance, if it is the army, to an extent I know, okay, army they're everywhere, they have been there picking our people, police are there picking our people and killing our people anyhow, but not Fulani herdsmen. They shouldn't be found. Another thing to note is that some of these Fulani herdsmen disguise as Okada men. You have to see those people, those Okada men working in your communities. Those are the people giving Fulani herdsmen information. Let me take this call. Hello, good morning and welcome to Radio Biafra Voice of the Coast. Your name and where you calling from?
Yes, good morning, my African wife. This is Iverson. Iverson is calling from Biafra land. I so much appreciate you. I appreciate our spring leader, Mazi Kanu. I appreciate all the members of the V.O.C and all that are working assiduously for the struggle to move forward. This morning, I got much interested on the analysis. Attacking the economy of this zoo is the best. It should be of our best interest. Actually, honestly, you hit the nail at the head properly. So anyone who is channeling his or her anger now should measure on their economy. You see those their pipeline, you see those their oil well. If something begin to hit those areas now, you will see people, they will surrender and they will begin to talk about it. Even those who are dog game in this like Britain. The British now, they will now begin to talk if something is hitting those their economy. Quite alright, because that is all what they are looking up to, and they trading, talking all those rubbish. They are deceiving those they can deceive. That Nigeria should be one, to be kept one, because they know that Biafra is the most valuable area of this part of the country down. So what if those economies now are being hit? I think they will let us go, because why they
it seems you are having network challenge where
if you had used to say that inferior to them, they would have let us go all this while. But now, since they know that this is economy that is causing them, to be doing all this mess around us, which we abhor as Biafrans. Come on. Hello?
Yeah, go ahead. We can hear you. Go ahead.
I thought you were talking to me. Yeah, what I'm saying is this: it's better we begin to attack all those facilities that is pumping that money, those pipelines that is pumping that into them. They will now begin to stop. Like Britain, this Mazi Tami Remy, the case of Mazi Tami Remy, supposed to be the British people supposed to carry it more serious than we the Biafrans even, because he is holding a British passport. And another country kidnapped him and took him to another place. Now he's being found in another country where they kidnapped him to. Why can't Britain begin to do their assertion and begin to sit fast, to talk fast in order to redeem him from that danger, So what I'm saying is those are facilities that is, and it's good as they're holding their facilities, they attack to them, because
thank you very much, my brother. Your network is breaking. We will not be able to continue. It's breaking. Thank you. Your points are well noted. Okay, thank you very much. His points are well noted. I think he has hit the nail at the head. Attack the facilities. Now, when you're attacking facilities, don't ever try to go after banks. If you attack the bank, you're attacking the people, you're attacking yourself. Anything that touches bank, you're attacking yourself. Whatever choice you're making, you have to look at what gives money to the zoo, not where money exchange hands. The bank themselves don't give money. money only exchange hands there. So you must leave the banks alone. I must sound that before people begin to say that I'm the one that asked people to attack facilities that they went to attack banks. Hello, good morning and welcome to Radio Biafra Voice of the Coast. Your name and where you calling from?
Good morning and Shabbat Shalom, my African rep. My name is Kisilo Zibu. I hope I'm coming out clear.
You are coming out very, very clearly.
Thank you. Caller from Morocco. My dear brother, I thank my living God that this word is coming out from your mouth. Yes. Even yesterday program, in fact, your word is like that man you put into your profile picture. Your word is an elderly man word. I'm telling you, maybe young man, but who give you that? Who give you that idea, my dear brother? You are doing a best job. You know, may God bless my leader and bless every principal officer. You see, I wonder how a man will call himself a pure Muslim man. You are calling Allah. Allah, you are calling Allah every day. You call Allah 5 times a day. But what will enable you is to go to reap another man's resources. That Allah will punish you. You see these people, it will go that the same thing going to those Britain and Italians who coming to shout us Allah and sucking people without even remorse. I say God, what that Jesus will punish all of you. I don't think that Jesus will tell you to go and take sources from somebody's people and even punish him. God will reward. I'm telling you. You see, I love what you are hitting. That oil and gas must stop. This is 3 or 4 point something million barrel a day. Each barrel worth up to $100. But you can never see these people even renovate even a coffee shop or even a water where Bayelsa or River State or Kreka or Eboma people will drink. Even steady light is not. And these people will be calling Allah 5 times in a day, thunder, fire all their generation. They are evil. And that evil, they must come to their generation of the unborn. We Biafra will bear it enough. I watch all over the whole world. Which type of human being can have a simple mind to accommodate others, to agree with one? At last, hatred will be his own compensation. That is what we are facing to. My dear brother, that is their shaggy is that oil and gas. And those chua people where they collect from road. You see, those ones where they collect from road, from police, from military, where a Navy man will have a checking point in the mainland. It's in Nigeria. Do you believe that economically will remain in the prison? And tomorrow now, no government will go and bust to prison. They say, oh, these people are doing bad things. No. Because the many people that inside that jail, they are unlawful. They did not commit. Even they fight for the generation to burn. Later they become, to pay them now is to remand them in prison. But I can't kill for what we are talking. A man from our village, he lived in London for 48 years. They told him to come back home, and immediately he come or kidnap her entire house. Now tell me, he has to go back to London. Biafra is the only solution. I've been telling you people, Biafra is the only solution. And this thing, tomorrow is Monday is the D-Day. We are waiting. But that one, if it is not enough, we own the yam and we own the knife. If you give you chop, all hell Biafra.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that sound contribution to this program. Thank you very much. The lines are open for those that are trying to call. You can call in now and make your own contribution. Hello, good morning and welcome to Radio Biafra Voice of the Coast. Your name and where you calling from? Hello? Or maybe he doesn't realize that we have picked his call already. He called and we picked and he's not talking. So this is the fact. The fact is that, like our brother said, the land is ours. The resources are on our land. What we can do is to shut down everything. If we are not benefiting, if we cannot have a life, nobody should benefit from our land as well. Hello? Oh, it's cut again. If we cannot benefit from this land, then let no one benefit from it. If because of what is on our land, then the whole world wants to kill us, then let us destroy everything on our land. If they kill us still, there's no problem, but let it be that they will not be able to enjoy what is on our land. Hello, good morning and welcome to Radio Biafra Voice of the Coast. Your name and where you calling from?
Hello, good morning, my African rep.
Good morning, my brother.
Good morning, all Biafrans. My name is Mazi Tami Remy. I'm calling from Paris. Mazi, I thank you for the wonderful work you are doing for us. I want to greet our able leader, His Excellency Mazi NNAMDI'S Kanu, the only man who have risen up when we were still sleeping. And up till now, I still wonder that some of our people are still sleeping without knowing that we have been sick. We have been surrounded by the formidable enemies all over the world. Mazi, I want to just comment on the what our last caller just second to the last caller concerning our leader having the British nationality. I want to tell them that this is an eye-opener to all those our brothers around the world who are, jubilating whenever they got another country's nationality. They will be jumping up to them. They have achieved all that needed for them to achieve. But you should remember that whenever you are in any mess or any problem, don't even think to count on them, because they will not come for you, for your rescue. You remember what the British former High Commissioner said, not this very lady that is now, the Arkwright, what he said before. You remember that it was Arkwright that signed for the Python dance for our leader to be killed last and during the 2017 Python dance in our leader's house. Remember that the man even said that Nnamdi Kanu having British passport is just mere document that can be cleared at any time or withdraw at any time. So you have to know that those documents, they gave it for you as just a privilege. It's not because of you are a white person or this. No, it's because of just a privilege. Now they have found out that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is fighting to liberate or to stop them, not even stopping them, because Nnamdi Kanu never said that when Biafra is free, that Shell will no longer, take oil from our land. He never said that. But because that Britain has an agenda, they has that evil agenda that they have, that they want to take our land and give to the Fulanis. Then for them, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have challenged them. So if we are still thinking and hoping that Britain will do this because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is their citizen. They are just joking. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a Biafran. Yes, he has their passport, but that passport has but. It doesn't, you have seen it. They will never intervene. If it's a white person, you will see them, talking. But now that he's a black man and is a just mere privilege they gave to him, they can never do anything. So we are on our own. Only Chukwu Kikabiama will deliver us and give us Biafra and the freedom we are looking for. Thank you very much, Mazi.
Thank you very much, my brother. God bless you. I think after now, we are going to take just one more caller. Any caller that calls in now might just give you the benefit of doubt. And let me see because of time. Hello, good morning and welcome to Radio Biafra Voice of the Coast. Your name and where you calling from? I hope you can hear me from where you are.
I can hear you loud and clear.
Very good.
My leader, my African rep, a very good afternoon to you, sir. I'm Mazi Tami. I'm calling from my location. Mazi, I want to just use my minutes wisely by saying, when Okafor called, he made a comment of our people doing the needful. Okay, and then you also talk about try to engage these people before Eastern Security Network come. When Eastern Security Network came, I made mention this on Radio Biafra. Don't wait for these guys. All of us should be Eastern Security Network in our own private space where we can.
Exactly.
But over the time, there's something that I find out, because when we travel home, come back, and we find out there is a lot of division that these Fulani have tried to engage to our people. I'm coming from Ebonyi State. When you go to Ebonyi State, some villages are not good with the other villages. They are all Biafrans. So it becomes very difficult sometimes to our people. But now there's something that I wanted to suggest to our people. Please, our people in diaspora, people in the village, sometimes are not very well capable of doing most of the things that we expect them to do. The same way we're supporting Eastern Security Network. Let's try. Like what Foreign have been doing a very good job towards this restoration. Create a WhatsApp group for them, or however you can do it. You can be controlling the WhatsApp group in diaspora while they add their numbers there. I'm trying to see if you can get these boys engaged. And when you do that, since we have meetings all over the world, village meetings and the rest of them, see how you can come up with your meetings and start making up money to buy something to engage these guys, because we are saying to them, do something. Some of these people don't have 1,000 naira to go to the market to buy food. I can guarantee you that they are willing to do something, but they cannot do. Secondly, information is very, very key. Some of them don't even have a radio. Some of them don't even have a phone to listen to Radio Biafra. The only people that can do this is people in diaspora. The only people that God have sent out in order to get back home. And it's people in that, because we cannot sit down and be listening that somebody is killed in Enugu again and again and again, some villages. And some people have, look at one of our brother in America who have engaged their people, put radio for their people, also get a vigilante and give Fulani a run. Normal call Radio Biafra. I think he works all over America. He moves up and down. He knows when he comes to radio, maybe earlier, he will say what I said now. He was the one championing that in Radio Biafra. He's been able to gather everyone around the world to see how they can engage by mobilizing boys to be security. And they buy arms and give to those boys. And in their village, there's no longer Fulani herdsmen. The only way we can do this is the same way God sent us out. I'm doing my part in my own community to make sure that these people are not there. Because these people don't have the money. Let's not say to them every time, do something. They can buy a knife. And again, I want to also tell them something. Anyone that is organizing, give these people a chase. There's something our leader said one day. We will also engage you in any place of your time and your place. We will come to you. Give these people a chase. Don't stay in your village, wait for them to attack before you attack them. Find out from 1 or 2 people or 5 people that can go a little bit and get into the deep forests and check if you can see if you see them, eat them raw. Give them a very big chase. Next thing I want to say is that my leader, my African rep, I want to say something here. The man that was kidnapped, I'm going to tell you, is the president of Biafra. He was kidnapped. That man represents 70 million of Biafrans. I'm just using that as a scenario now.
Yes.
It's just like somebody going to kidnap American president. If you are doing something this time, remember Nigeria is telling us we have kidnapped your president. Do your worst. What are you going to do? Do whatever you can do. What is the pipeline? How can we have oil and we're suffering like this? You cannot travel from Obigo to Iguacha. You cannot travel from Aba to Iguacha. You cannot travel from Iguacha to Owerri. What is wrong with our people? Wake up. Pipeline pass your yard. Make una destroy everything destroyable. Mazi, I'm going to say this. If at the end of this sit at home of Monday, we don't engage these people by start crippling this economy of the British and the Americans, we are not doing enough. I was watching this program that one of our brother held between our lawyer in America. That man, there's a pertinent question that he asked that man. How many millions of people need to die before America do something? He said to him that the people died in other countries, like as South Africa and the rest of them that they called. Look at the usual South Africa that you talk about, that they give independence. They turn around and start killing the people that were paying money in the schools to set them free. That man was talking about people are being killed. Some of these people get independent. So now, what happens? You must understand, Biafrans, America, Europe, any part of the world, they are saying, if we come in to help you, and maybe in the next 5 years, you guys are fighting each other, killing each other, like what is happening in this new world, Sudan or whatever, they just get independent. They will say what we did in Gaddafi town is what is going to happen to you people. So now they are saying to you, in other way around, fight for your freedom. There's nobody. Don't call America. Call these people. Fight for your freedom. Fight. Let's fight for our freedom. However we are going to do, we are going to do it.
Thank you very much, my brother. Our time is fast spent. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for everyone that has contributed one thing or the other to this program. Our time is fast spent, and we will be calling it a day today. God bless you, and ensure that on Monday, ensure you to buy the things that you need to buy, so that on Monday you can sit at home, put on your generator, enjoy yourselves. Program. Our time is fast spent, and we will be calling it a day today. God bless you, and ensure that on Monday, ensure you to buy the things that you need to buy, so that on Monday you can sit at home, put on your generator, enjoy yourselves, be with you, and ensure that on Monday, ensure